I must really like punishing myself because we're back. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Cadin Keittiö. The last episode was a great success. You guys seem to really enjoy the start of this series, so I am very pleased to say that this will be a permanent feature on this channel because these are a lot of fun to make as well. So I'm just so happy you guys enjoyed the first episode. If you didn't see the first one, let me explain to you a little bit how this works. Basically, my wife finds a recipe which is in Finnish. It is then my job to try and interpret that recipe and try and make whatever it's telling me to make. But just like the last episode, I don't have a title to this recipe. I don't know what I am making. It could be absolutely anything. And this is the first time I have seen this recipe, and it is much shorter than the last one. Okay, cool. There are 4 steps to this one. It takes 30 to 60 minutes. And that's about all the clues that I have just from looking at it at a glance. But we will start in the same way as we did the last episode. I'm going to assemble my ingredients. Okay, so voita, sokeria, we know what they are. Voita is butter, of course, and then sokeria, sugar. So 75 grams of that and half a deciliter of sugar. All right, and then we need an egg again, just like the last recipe. Got plenty of those. Kaura jauhoja. Kaura, that's oat. Can you guys see that? Literally staring at me in the face. Kaura jauho. So guessing that this is oat flour. And there's a delicious looking pie on the front of this. I wonder if we're making a pie. I have no clue. Kardemumma. Different packet to last time. She's trying to throw me off. Leivin jauhetta. Leivin jauhetta. Gonna have to come back to leivin jauhetta. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, now täyte. Now I know from the last episode that täyte means filling. So it could be some kind of bun again, perhaps. I'm not sure, but we need luomu mustikoita. Mustikka is blueberries, but mustikoita. Nope, that is tomato puree. Leivin jauhetta. Leivin jauhe. Baking powder. Just came across that. Okay, thank goodness, because I had no idea what that was. Now looking for anything new in the cupboards. Can't see anything there. Okay, we'll move on. Laktoositonta kermaviiliä. Kerma, I know means cream. But I actually see it here. So some kind of sour cream. And also for täyte we need egg, sugar, vanilla sokeria. Vanilla sokeri. Boom. Okay, so the only ingredient that I'm missing is luomu mustikoita. Pakaste. Pakaste. I just thought if I Google translate something from the directions, maybe it'll have this ingredient included and I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. So I think I'm going to do that with the first. I'm going to do that with the first sentence, I think, just so that I can get a good start. So again, the way that the lifelines work is that I have one attempt to say as much of the Finnish into Google Translate as possible, and whatever pops up on Google Translate is my clue. So here we go. Sulata rasva leivon takulhossa mikrossa. Sekoita joukkoon sokeri ja kananmuna. Okay, I think we got a pretty good translation there.
Melt the fat in a baking bowl in a microwave to mix in the sugar and egg.
Okay, so we've got to melt, I think, the butter and then pop the sugar and egg in. Okay. Good. So my guess is that we are baking something again today. I know, genius detective work, Dave. Okay, butter melted into bowl, and then egg and sugar goes inside this. I get kind of confused with deciliters and cups these days. I know. I was trying to make pancakes the other day, and it was an American recipe. And it called for cups and I used deciliter measurements. didn't work out so well. Fortunately, I caught it before the end of the cooking and managed to fix it. So now we got a buttery, eggy, sugary mixture. Next, it says lisää keskenään sekoitetut kaurajauhot, leivinjauhe ja kardemumma. Okay, so looking at this critically, the words I recognize are of course the ingredients from this sentence and sekoitetut. So I'm guessing we need to now put the kaurajauho, leivinjauhe and kardemumma inside this. So there are some folks in the comments to my last video who were kind of questioning my baking abilities. My family has never been much of a baking family. I guess in the UK, baking really isn't as much of a thing. Like generally, I feel like anyone here in Finland knows how to make cinnamon rolls. They know how to make Karelian pies. At least for my family in the UK, no clue how to make any of these like traditional stuff. But the reason I kind of started this series in the first place is because I really enjoy it. I enjoy cooking, I enjoy baking, I enjoy just making something delicious and then have people enjoy it afterwards. We actually shared the cinnamon rolls I made in the last episode with some of our family, and some of them had seen the video and they ate it a little bit tentatively, a little bit nervously, and they enjoyed them. They loved them, so that was really nice. You'd have thought since the last episode I would have brushed up on some of my Finnish cooking / baking terminology, but I didn't. I totally forgot. Half a teaspoon of cardamom. Man, you Finns love putting cardamom and stuff. I am not the biggest fan of cardamom, but I guess in the baked stuff it's all right. And actually, oh yeah, pungent. Maybe I'm kind of getting used to it. I don't know what that is. I need half a teaspoon. Almost did it again. Half a tablespoon, half a teaspoon. Big difference. I don't actually think I'm supposed to sieve this, but I'm gonna. So this will give us some kind of dough now. Some kind of oaty dough. From the smell, if I didn't know any better, which I don't, I actually would have thought that this would have been like a cinnamon roll, but we made that in the last episode. But yeah, for now I have no clue. This looks like nothing I've seen anyone do before. But we've got this kind of mustardy looking paste at the moment. Okay, the next instructions. Leivitä löysähkö taikinakaapimella. Piirakka vuon pohjalle halkaisia 24 cm. Piirakka vuon. So we're making a pie, I think. Just like the packet may have suggested. Is this a piirakka vuon? Because this is starting to look a little bit like, kind of like a crust, but it's very loose. 24 centimeters, that's my next clue. Oh, right. This dish, the bottom, is exactly 24 centimeters. I think I'm on the right track. I genuinely feel like an investigator whilst I'm doing this. So I'm going to use my second lifeline on the last part of instruction 1. Levitä löysähkö taikinakaapimella piirakkavuon pohjalle. Voit painella taikinaa myös hieman reunoille. Let's see if it actually understood what I was trying to say. No, it didn't. It didn't quite catch all the words, but it got some of them. And what I got in English was spread the loose dough with a scraper on the bottom and also spread the dough slightly to the edges. Over time, it is thickening up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here and use this as my crust. We're making a pie. We are making a pie. Okay. The more and more I talk, the thicker and thicker this crust paste gets. So I'm quite happy about that actually. I still don't know what kind of pie we're making though. Like the filling sounds really like simple. With certain things, I am a bit of a perfectionist, especially with getting things smooth and even and flat. No matter what it is, I always, like I could spend hours just like sanding something, you know, a piece of wood, just to make sure that it is smooth as possible. But I think I'm gonna have to leave this here because otherwise I'm gonna be sat here for hours. The next instruction is very short, so my initial reaction is to ignore it, but that would probably be a mistake. Ripottele päälle jäiset marjat. Sprinkle with icy berries. Okay, we're heading to the freezer. Well. Bloody hell, I'm making a blueberry pie, people. I was kind of right then when I said that mustikoita and kind of linked it with the blueberries that I saw in the fridge, but yeah, frozen. Pakaste is deep frozen. I didn't know that. We're learning. Okay, so we put the frozen berries on here, and then the topping then, I guess, goes on top. 'Tis the seasons to get blue fingertips from going around in the forest. Okay, I thought while I make the topping, the oven can start preheating. 200 grams of this bad boy, that is exactly right. As I was preparing for this to make this video, I was like, put on an apron. Last time I got really messy. Yeah, forgot. I wonder if this is a special type of blueberry pie, because I don't recognize this like cream cheese topping. I'll be really interested to know what this actually is. Kaada seos marjojen päälle. Put this on top of the berries, perhaps? Oh God. Try and do this evenly. I thought it was so runny that I could maybe just kind of pour it and it would spread itself, but apparently not. Houston, I think we have a problem. It's gonna make nice little swirls in the top from the blueberries. That's fine. Okay, so I think the cream now is kind of spread. So here is my, oop, don't do that, Dave. Here is what we have. If it's not supposed to look like this, I challenge whoever invented this recipe to make it look like this. I think that looks nice. Kind of like a marbled effect. Now I can go around the edge of the pie dish and make like a fancy little crust here. Oh, this is so satisfying. But the oven is almost at the right temperature, 200 degrees, and yeah, we'll put this in and see how I've done. Okay, so here is the final product. I had to let it cool a little bit. I took it out of the oven and I wanted to show the camera. I held it like this and the filling started to kind of slide out. So let it cool for a bit and now it is ready. So now maybe you can see the crust isn't quite even all the way around, but whatever, it's fine. But of course, now we have to try it. So maybe the topping is still a little bit gooey, a little bit, you know. And when cutting, I noticed that maybe the base is a little bit thin. So it's a little bit disproportionate filling to base. And then we got quite a thick crust on the other end. So perhaps I should have spent a few more hours spreading the base onto the bottom of the pan rather than up the sides. But anyway, I'm gonna get a good bite of everything, a bit of crust, bit of base. Let's see how it tastes. It's good. It's really good. And here come the judges.
Sorry, some of the judges aren't properly dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think?
I don't love the cardamom, but that just happens to be in the recipe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe a little bit soggy, but...
Yeah, what I realised is that my crust is a lot thicker than my base. If I'd have done it again, I would make sure that there's more.
Yeah, when you know that it's all about the base.
Reference from what, 5 years ago? So there we have it, guys. That is my attempt at a blueberry pie. As you can see, I've already eaten quite a bit of it, so it can't be that bad. But I want you guys to score my efforts out of 5 in the comments down below. I will read them, so yeah, be kind. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, you can hit thumbs up or subscribe. If you are new around here, I'm going to be making plenty more of these videos, so yeah, hit subscribe and you won't miss a thing. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. See ya.